Welcome back to part 2 of what's probably a 2-part of The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. We got through a lot of the game last week. Going to play through today. Don't know what I'll play after this game is done. Not sure if I'll play something else today or just make it a short stream. Went to dentist today, so if I talk a little on the funny side, it's because I've been scraped, poked, prodded, and got the wonderful news of more work in the future, so there's that. But drinking my coffee, got a little corgi back there, so I think we're ready to continue. So we are on chapter 5. This seems to be the last full chapter of the game. And we'll see what happens. So everything caught fire. So we got through a prelude and 4 full chapters. We're on chapter 5, and then there'll be a epilogue, it looks like. I'm trying to remember the controls of this game, because... Alright. Okay, when you jump off of it, you get the big bounce. That's not fair. I can't see what's coming up, and if you do that... So... Okay. Alright. You know what? I have been playing too many other games, so let's... Let me just make sure audio levels do look good. Oh, it's those yeeting guys. Nope. Wow, didn't collect that first one when it felt like it should have. Wait. That killed me? Okay. Alright, that's what we're doing. Now I'm getting back into it. What? Huh? What the? Game is a touch more finicky than I thought it was. Alright. Maybe I need to push this down some. Alright. Get these little raccoon things. The bird going to come back? Okay, this is not the most fun, because it is just going... Okay, nope. Like, this game does not have the best of combat, so, like, turn this into a weird combat-centered thing is a choice. Now, it's not my place to say if a game developer is doing good or bad at something. I mean, it's a choice. But I will say... the choice is a weird one. You know what? We have not seen what has gone on with our collection lately. Plants grow on them. Oh boy. Woohoo! Can you come over here? Nope, cannot go up there. All right. Oh, come on. you... Wow. Okay, stay on there, please. Okay, good. Oh, boy. No! Okay. Oh, that was... not exactly what I'd call the most fun. These last stages are not exactly the best of this game, because... okay, maybe we could get the team up going again. After desperately searching the burning forest, the wolf finally found the prince. Surrounded by fiery trees, he fearfully cried out for help. The wolf carefully approached the prince. Prince, I came to help you, she said softly. Princess. He didn't know how to respond. She was the one who had destroyed his eyes, yet she had overcome her fear of fire to save his life. Neither of them said anything. They could only stand near each other as the forest burned around them. Soon they heard a ferocious roar from far away. The burning trees fell and shook the entire forest. They looked at where the roar had come from. It had come from a great monster that towered over the trees. It roared again, its roar filled with the utmost fury. Neither the wolf nor the prince had heard such a frightening monster before. There was commotion around them. Lots of living creatures scurried and hurried away from the monster. Items from the witch's collection were among them, shouting in panicked voices. The witch of the forest is furious, one of the creatures yelled. Her collection was destroyed and she's on a rampage, just like back then. The forest will be reduced to ashes. The wolf and prince turned to each other. The witch of the forest? The wolf pondered. It's my fault her things are gone, the prince said. How can I defeat her, the wolf thought. It wouldn't be easy to triumph over such a monster. One quick second. She considered taking the prince and running away. Princess, let's apologize to the witch. The wolf was startled at his suggestion. Apologize? If you do bad things, you have to apologize. If you do bad things, you have to apologize? The wolf repeated. Come on, said the prince. Princess? The wolf hesitated, then nodded. Right, let's go. I'm trying to remember how to play this with both of them. All right. Hey. Teamwork. I missed this. This is the better way to play this game. Those previous two sections were kind of the worst. These, on the other hand, oh boy. Nope, that's bad news. Previous two sections, though, were kind of bad. It's right here, though. How do we do this? Oh, that's the button. I couldn't remember the button for that. Alright. Like I said, it's been a week since I played. Alright, I think that is easy. But that's kind of a cool puzzle. Not much of a puzzle, but it's fun to watch. Oh, okay. Alright, I think this is going to be 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four, 2, 3, 4. Is it coming back again, or is it? Oh, don't tell me I've got to do that all in one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope those can't hit our heads. Okay. Now I just gotta ride back again. I wanted to get that. Let's see what our collection says. Anything? Look at that. There's new stuff. We have 85. All right. We got through that. I think there's only one more actual level before the epilogue. And we got everything on that last stage. Oops. Keep using D-pad. Oh boy! What was that supposed to be except for cheaterness? Come on, grab hands. Oh, that was cheap. Okay, wow! This is going to be annoying. This is also memorization, which I am not a fan of memorization in games like this. Puzzle solving, yes. And puzzle solving can involve memorization. That was not cool. Am I doing this wrong, or is this just annoying? Because this is anti what this game was. You... what? I saw him fall. You saw him fall. We all saw him fall. A little cockatrice fell to its death. Oh, this is not how this game should be. Okay. This time I'm just going to stand at the far edge, the right-hand edge. I'm going face left, and I'm going slash and send them down. This is not fun. This is a poor way of doing this. Wow. That better be a checkpoint back there. guess there is a switch somewhere I'm going to have to throw. Hey, come on. Is it up there? Oh boy. All right. Hey, look at this, Prince. For that, I got you a flower. In half bloom, got 5 flowers. Are you just going to stay down there? All right, stay down there. Oh boy. How did that not count as landing on the mushroom? You have got to be kidding me. Okay, this game is starting to do some things that is not cool. Oh, all right, all right. Okay, that one stays down there so low it won't go for me. So I'm good with that. Okay, Prince, this time, let's land on the mushroom correctly. All right? So right down here. You? What is going on with this game now? I don't know what is going on with this game at this point, but this is not fun. Like, how does a game go from being really cool for the first, like essentially 4/5 of it? And then all of a sudden, it's like they try and make the game something it wasn't. Okay, this time, Prince, let us do good on the mushrooms. Let us do good. Because, Prince, you're not that bad. You're not that bad at this. How did you lose your preservation instinct? There we go. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. Wow, we were at the end. That was not cool. They had finally arrived at the witch's house, or so they thought. Had she destroyed her own home? It was now an unrecognizable pile of rubble. They spotted the angry witch further ahead, who was still rampaging through the forest in her monstrous form. What do we do? The princess asked nervously. I don't think she's going to listen to us. It'll be okay, the prince assured her. What do you mean? The princess looked at him. Princess, you're very strong. Prince? She still didn't understand. Was he joking or being serious? She started feeling a little panicked. A livid roar and the shaking ground halted their conversation. The witch recognized the two and furiously advanced on them. She knew that they were the ones responsible for destroying the forest and her collection. She's getting closer to us. The princess tried to run away with the prince, but he refused to move. Wait, the witch might listen to us once we calm her down, the prince explained. How do we do that? Maybe if she was knocked out. Wait, what? This sounded easier said than done. The prince tried to coax her. Please, just try and knock her out. Alright, I'll give it a shot. The princess transformed into the wolf and started running towards the frenzied witch. Okay, a boss fight, which is another thing I don't think this game is probably going to address as well as it should. Not every game needs a boss fight. Or at least not in the traditional sense. A boss fight can be a different type of experience. Okay. Apparently we need him. Really, I barely can't fit through that. That is a choice. Please start me around there. You're not going to. You're going to start me at... Okay, cool. Everything takes 4 hits now, and in the past, everything took 3 hits. So, it just put me in a slightly weird position. What the? Not cool. Not cool at all. Oh, I keep forgetting. You can't change quite yet because 1 pixel will be caught. This is... What? Do I drag him to that... You know, game, you could be a little less vague on that, because there's no switch that I could see on that lower platform. Come on, no. What? Oh. I'm sorry, but no, this... You cannot do it quite like this. Like... Come on back. Oh, I could not tell that's a... Really? I couldn't tell that's a lever up there. Oh, the ending of this game is all about, hey, we're just going to make you repeat things over and over. That is not good game design. Okay. Please don't. Good, I saw a checkpoint. Wow, these are just annoying here. Okay. Okay, we teleported. I was going to say, did I just die? I'm thinking I have to kill all of these, or maybe it's just a good call to kill these. What? I so got him killed. Oh, okay, whatever. Cool. Okay. So if that's how it's going to go, we do need to try and kill as many as possible. Awesome. How did that kill none of them? I should be more patient. This is... Can I destroy these? Nope. Oh, what next? I'm guessing it's rules of 3. Always is the rule of 3. Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Come on. Where are you teleporting to now? Because of witch's magic, I can't transform into a wolf. Awesome. Alright, what now? Keep moving, dude. Nope. What am I doing here? Oh, this is infuriating at this point. Oh, just... You have got to be kidding. At this point, this is not fun? Oh, boy. I get it now. Okay, hopefully that's it. The ending of this game is definitely the weakest part. The beginning of this game, the middle of it, some real cool ideas. They managed to calm the witch down and return her to normal. The smoke from the battle cleared away. The witch appeared to have fainted, but she soon woke and stood up, her knees weak. No, you destroyed my most precious item. I'll never forgive you. Why, you don't understand. The witch sputtered, still furious. She gestured her hand towards them, magical power gathering in her palm, glowing darkly and ominously. Just before that power was unleashed on the two, I'm sorry. The witch stopped, taken aback. Well now, have you become more honest? Can't honestly think I'll easily forgive you for what you have done. For some reason, there was no malice in her voice, despite being there moments ago. At any rate, you have something for me, don't you? The princess nodded, remembering why she had brought the prince to the witch. Yes, please, witch, can you heal the prince's eyes? The witch's face distorted, her expression a mixture of irritation and pleasure. But you burned the forest in my collection. It's quite arrogant of you to wish for something like that. Well, I am a generous witch, after all. If you pay me reasonable compensation, I'll grant your wish. The witch said in a strange, matronly tone. What do I do? The princess said, feeling uneasy. Well, give me the reason you came here. But that's... Princess froze in fear. The prince. No. The witch chuckled. No, I won't take his life. I no longer require lives as payment. The princess felt only slightly relieved. 'Cause it's not that simple, is it? Let's see, I'll deprive you of all your memories with the prince and the magic needed to become a princess. You also won't be getting your singing voice back, of course. Normally I wouldn't take this much for healing his eyes, but I'll need to use the magic to fix the forest that you burned. Well, what do you think? You've been quite selfish and lied your way here. You can't do this little favor for such a tiny human being? Princess reflected on her journey, traveling with the prince. What she'd done to him, she thought long and hard. Finally, she braced herself, determined. Okay, I'll do it. No, I won't let you. The prince tried to stop her from accepting the witch's terms. The princess seized the prince's hand. It's okay, I'm the one who hurt you. I'm the one who lied to you. I thought that if I was able to heal you, I could make things right. But I understand now that it wasn't enough. So, Prince, I'm sorry for everything I've done. The prince tried to respond, but just to be fair for a second, it's not entirely her fault. I'm just saying, him getting slashed in the eyes, he approached in a forest where he's told it's beasts, do not go there. Payment accepted. The witch interrupted them and began the ritual. The princess was caught in the magical light, and the prince was blasted away. First, I'll deprive you of your princess form. The witch moved her hands around, and the princess immediately turned back into a wolf. She could never be a princess again. And now your memories. The witch shook her staff. Magical waves enveloped and restrained the wolf, who was starting to lose consciousness. Princess, the prince cried out, relying on sounds to reach her. Realizing he couldn't pull her away from the witch's magical power, he softly touched her face. Princess, I'm sorry for calling you a monster and a liar. You were honest about how you felt. You're not a liar, princess. So, please, even if you forget everything, I'll remember, I promise. And The wolf's consciousness kept fading. She didn't hear his words until the very end. The wolf reflected one last time. At least I was able to apologize to him. I wonder if he really forgives me. I wish we could have made up and been friends again. I just wanted to be by his side.
そして狼の意識は
Then everything went wrong. Cue credits. I have a feeling there's going to be saying post. So let's go ahead and have these credits roll. Overall, I like this game until the final, the epilogue chapter was... Actually, chapter 5 and the epilogue were both kind of horrible. They were counting on way too smooth of movement in a game that is built clumsy. Like, if they would have made the controls more smooth, it probably would have made the last chapter and the epilogue control so much better and been a lot more fun. But also it would have destroyed the whole, fun of the first 4 chapters and the prologue. It's like they really felt like they needed a boss fight. And here's the thing about games. I am one who is often saying games don't need a boss. You don't need a final boss in games. Truth be told, you do need a final boss in most games. In most games that are based around knowledge or movements or something like that. Like in a Picross game, you need a final boss. In a Metroid, you need a final boss. In a Animal Crossing, you don't need a final boss. You know, it's a game based around overcoming some sort of challenges and getting better. You need a boss. But that boss doesn't need to be a difficult fight. It should be using everything you learned. So, for example, in this, all of a sudden I was riding these moving platforms where it's all about memorization. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom surrounded by a deep, dark forest. The forest was a frightening place filled with beasts and ruled by a powerful witch. Even during the day, the forest could be as dark as a winter night. Because of this, humans rarely ventured inside. As terrible as forest was, a singing voice would always pierce the darkness when the moon shone. I was about to say, it's this right being the beginning, but you can see those notes are squiggly. Well, it wasn't very good singing. The voice belonged to a large wolf, who would sit high atop a cliff every night and sing toward the moon. Why am I singing? I'm terrible at this. For some reason, whenever the wolf felt sad, she'd come this cliff and sing. She tried to remember why, but her memories were hazy. My heart feels empty. The wolf's lonely song faded away into the darkness of the night. When she finished, silence fell. The wolf stared in the night sky as still as a statue. Suddenly she heard a noise from nearby. Strange human climbed the cliff and stood right in front of her. The wolf was surprised. You should be careful, that's how your eyes got clawed out before, surprising her. Humans and wolves were mortal enemies, and the small human before her looked especially tender and soft. The wolf hadn't been particularly craving humans, but a midnight snack had just presented itself to her. She raised a large paw, ready to kill the human and eat him. Just before she struck him, however, he caught her off guard and held out something. The wolf was suddenly overwhelmed by colors of every shade imaginable. For some reason, she was filled with nostalgia and a gentle, familiar scent. Flowers? The human was holding a small bouquet. Yes, it's for you, the human said, smiling. The wolf looked puzzled. I came to see you again, princess. Suddenly she is overcome with emotion. Tears welled up in her eyes and flowed down her face. Sadness and anguish burst from her heart. She didn't understand what he had said to her, but she felt her lonely, empty heart being filled. The wolf lowered her paw and reached for the bouquet. She gently held the tiny flowers, which trembled ever so slightly, and sat down on the spot. The human smiled and sat down next to the wolf. Her blurred vision made his smile seem to quiver. They cuddled under the moonlight as the wolf sang again. It wasn't very good singing, but the human listened to it joyfully nonetheless. After that night, the wolf sang not toward the moon, but for the human sitting next to her. And although the singing was not great, it was filled with warmth and honesty, and it brightened the dark forest, forever and ever. And they lived happily ever after. Overall, not a bad game. So what happens if I continue that save? Is there a new game plus? Well, there's no way of skipping this, and it's a lot of intro. I think it is just redoing. I think it's a new game plus with all of the. I can't even escape out of it. So I think we'll call it here for this game. And I think I'm going to call it for tonight. So, yeah, this was The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. Not a bad game. There are some complaints I have. Mainly at the end of the game. And the game doesn't know what it wants to be. I mean, ultimately it's a game. It's a very flawed, but really heartfelt game, if that makes sense. It'd be cool if you could skip cutscenes or even just hit the menu button, because every game should let you go the menu at any point if it's a PC game. At least go the status menu, a pause menu of some sort. Okay, here we go. Alright, return to title. So, this was The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. Like I said, flawed game. Some real cool things. Reminds me a lot of, if you've seen the anime Ranking of Kings, kind of that feeling of fairy tale vibes. Which is kind of cool. I'm glad that I finally got to play this. Definitely a heartfelt game. But, yeah. Next week, we'll have something different. I'm thinking maybe Planet of Lana 2. That came out a couple weeks ago. And I've been wanting to play that because Planet of Lana 1 was really good. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, let's end the recording. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you could catch the streams of me playing these fun little games, usually indie games, usually first-time playthroughs, things I've always wanted to play and never got a chance, never had the inspiration play, or games that I love and I want to share. That's what this is all about. So anyways, if you've been watching on YouTube, you could catch my live streams around 2 p.m. Pacific time over on Friday afternoons at twitch.tv/Ghame. HEPONWANA, HEPONWANA. And of course, if you're watching the VOD of this, or you happen to catch this live off of YouTube, or off of Twitch, as I fumble my word, you can always catch the recordings of this over at YouTube. The channel would be at HEPONWANA YT. That's at HEPONWANA, Y as in you, T as in tube. And yeah, always want to have the VODs of all of these games that I play through so you could see the fun and sometimes the frustration, but ultimately a chance to kind of celebrate and recognize real cool games that might be getting overlooked. And there's a nice little collection of videos showing up over at the YouTube channel. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, catch me live. Feel free to join the chat. If you're watching live, feel free to watch the VODs over at YouTube if you ever miss any stream, because everything will end up from Twitch over to YouTube. But thank you all for watching. Take care. Be good to yourselves and to each other. Nothing but love.